So much in the Big 12 race is on the line tonight. The Jayhawks still have that one-game lead in the race, but a lot can change over the next 5 days. West Virginia, the team KU plays tonight, just 2 games back. Ticket sales may be the biggest indication of the success athletics director John Currie has brought to Kansas State University. Behind me inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium, they've had 33 consecutive sellouts. Fans have lined Lee Arena trying to get a glimpse of the Royals World Series championship trophy. We are doing live sports tonight from the campus of Sam Houston State University. There's the football stadium right behind us. Matt Gasper, Zaldi Union with you. And Zaldi, we have had quite a day of travel on our way to Houston. And later in sports, what a game in Lawrence. KU and K-State tied at 88 with 5 seconds to go right now. I'll tell you who wins. Emporia State has won 5 straight games. The Hornets have a 3-game lead in the MIAA standings, and they're trying to lock up a league championship. This is just one of the sites we're covering. KSNT sports reporter Zaldi Union is with K-State, Bruce Weber, and the Wildcats in Sacramento, California. Zaldi, I'm jealous. I have always wanted to go to California. But all in all, a good win tonight for the Chiefs. They are now 10-3, first place in the AFC West. Brooke and Jared, I'll toss things back to you in the studio. Now, KU and K-State will not play tonight, but there will be a pair of opening round games, like you mentioned, between TCU and Oklahoma. The winner of that game will move on to play the Kansas Jayhawks tomorrow. The best of the best skiers from the entire state of Kansas will be here tomorrow and Sunday as they get ready for regional. They're just getting ready to start the third quarter, Brooke, so we're in store for a very fun finish. We'll wait and see if K-State can win 6 of its final 7, including a Texas Bowl victory as they wind down their season. I think everybody was kind of expecting a little bit of a different outcome right now. At 10:20, we're live here in downtown Lawrence. Everybody was thinking it was going to be a celebration. It was going to be chaos down here. Well, that's not the case. Oregon beats Kansas in the Elite Eight 74-60. Live television at its finest, folks. There you go, ref. On the college level, we have to wish a happy birthday to head coach Bill Snyder. It's his 77th birthday today. Safe to say every single one of those Kansas City Chiefs fans are loving their decision to come to this game tonight. It was fun. Chiefs win 21-13. Remember, the Chiefs beat the Texans back in week 1. I got John here. This guy, you might recognize him as the cat suit guy, Cat Man from the Royals games, the Chiefs games. John, what's it going to take for this team to win tomorrow? Needless to say, we have a lot of football going on tonight. Again, the football frenzy gets going at 10 o'clock. Zaldi and I will have all your scores and highlights. KU actually trailed for a majority of the first half of this game, but senior guard Frank Mason would not let that stand. Reporting live from our game of the week, undefeated Manhattan at undefeated Junction City. Only one can improve to 6-0. I'm Matt Gasper. It's a new year with a new set, but the same 2 guys, Zaldi the Union, Matt Gasper with you tonight on the Full Court Press. And happy Friday, everybody. Welcome into week number 3 of the Football Frenzy. He's Zaldi the Union, I am Matt Gasper, and we're going to switch things up just a little bit for you tonight. Now, over in the Mid-East League, first place is on the line tonight on the boys' side. Rock Creek has a half-game lead over Silver Lake. I love that analogy. Now, Manhattan has taken care of its business so far this year. The Indians have beaten Shawnee Heights and Washburn Rural by a combined 58 points. First quarter, Zaldi, watch quarterback Jordan White and how many tackles he breaks. This play takes 20 seconds because they just can't bring him
3,
down.
4,
I got 5, 6, 7. There's number 8 somewhere. It's a 67-yard touchdown. That is an incredible run from number 7. Junior Blues go on top 6-0. Rivalry time, the Silver Trophy on the line this evening between 2 6A powerhouses, Junction City and Manhattan. Both teams enter at 5-0. Last year's game went to overtime, so you know this one will be great. Now, Holton had controlled the Big 7 League for a better part of a decade, but Nemaha Central stole the title from the Cats last year with a perfect league record. Needless to say, a fun little rivalry between the Wildcats and Thunder. Because watch this. Stewart gets the steal, stays in bounds. That means it's showtime for the Scots junior guard throwing it down. He wanted an encore. The fans who were there, they wanted an encore, so they get one. He gets a steal, and how about a two-handed flush this time from number 1. Have yourself a night, Larry White. But Shawnee Heights answers. Poncho Freeman drains the corner 3, and his buddies over here right next to me in the student section, oh, they're ready for Christmas, and they're certainly digging Poncho's triple. Then check out this great bounce pass from Trey Brown to Michael Brooks. For most players, senior day means the end of a journey and time to wrap up this chapter of life. But for one Emporia State softball family, they've been anticipating this day for the last 4 years. They've battled back from an accident and given a whole new meaning to senior day.
Maya and Aaron are 2 peas in a pod.
Aaron is a great pitcher.
And a great daughter, huh?
And a great daughter.
It was really powerful. I was really proud of my mom.
Senior pitcher Aaron Stockman is an 18-game winner for the ESU softball team. But 3.5 years ago, that would have been hard to imagine after her mom's life was almost taken away by a drunk driver.
She was hit head-on 2 cars behind her was a lady who would normally not have even been on the scene. She went right to Maya's car because she was an off-duty EMT. And she said Maya's chin was down and she was gurgling, and she would not have made it in time for the ambulance.
Maya suffered a traumatic brain injury that limited her mobility and required constant medical attention.
I missed all her softball games for 2.5 years. I was in the hospital.
Number 14, Erin Stockman.
I definitely had to grow up a lot faster since it was my freshman year, but I mean, it's made me stronger, a better person, a better family member. It's been rough, but my mom's still here, so I'm proud of her.
After 2 long years, I walked. I graduated. I walked with my cane out of Meadowbrook Rehabilitation Center to my mom's Honda Accord.
Maya's an amazing, amazing person. I don't know if I could have done it.
The goal the family set was to have Maya walk with Erin onto the field during senior day. And slowly but surely, she did.
If she can, get in an accident and still be able to push her way and walk 30 feet, whatever, like I can do whatever.
I hugged her. Yeah. I told her I'm so very glad she was with me.
I was so full of pride. I had tears coming down my eyes. Erin had a very hard first year, but these girls are her family.
2 years ago, Maya's Law was signed, which enacts a tougher sentencing for drunk drivers who cause bodily harm to others. It's a small step in the right direction for a family that's already bounced back from so many obstacles.
This day has built up. It was very, very emotional. Through this all, she keeps fighting. And that's where Erin gets her fight from her mom.
As the high school winter sports season winds down, it's time to crown more state champions. In wrestling, one local school is trying to knock off a 4-time champ this weekend. And if their regular season success is any of indication of what's to come, watch out for Manhattan.
I think it's been proven over and over again that we outlast anybody we wrestle.
We push each other to our limits, and if one of us is slacking, we hold each other accountable and tell them to pick it up, because we've been working together since we were 4 years old.
Manhattan High School has always had a powerful wrestling program, but as the Indians aim for their first state championship since 2012 this weekend, they have a dynamic trio who's ready to leave their mark on the program. But it won't come easy.
Every year it's been, yeah, you guys are kind of young, you'll get it when you're older. Yeah, you guys are kind of young, you'll get it when you're older. Well, now we're older.
To win a state title, you got to beat Garden City, and they're motivated.
As a team, the Buffaloes have won the past 4 state championships in Class 6A, but with individual regional champions Mason Wallace, Jalen Harper, and Eldon Piku, Manhattan finally feels it has what it takes to dethrone Garden City.
All 3 of them are leaders, and that's what's really neat and unique about this team is we have the 10 seniors, but these 3 are really leaders.
We're all brothers off the mat, but then when we get on the mat, we still have that bond, but it's not so much the same. You're after each other, and it's just that I think that competitive aspect of it, because we're all real close.
Mason and Jay, they can't practice with me, but they're always there like, hey, you need to go a little harder. Hey, you need to do a little bit extra. Go faster. Come on. And then Mason and Jalen will push each other back and forth, and I try and chime in whenever I can to kind of mess with them and get them to go a little faster.
I think on the mat, everything's a competition for all of us. I mean, zippers, definitely wrestling. Even with our coaches, we have a good relationship with them.
They support each other, and they're all after the same goal.
Wallace, Harper, and Piku have combined to win 111 matches this year. The 3 of them have only been defeated 9 times in total. Wallace is also a back-to-back state champion in the 132-pound class in 2015 and the 145-pound class last year. He's eyeing a 3-peat on Saturday.
All the hard work you put in, all the extra hours, and then you get your hand raised, it just all relieved. You just feel relieved.
He has a passion for wrestling, and his work ethic is amazing.
Gotta be a little crazy. And I definitely think Mason has a little bit of that crazy in him. He has a crazy love for the sport.
What motivates me is I know there's kids out there that are better than me, so you think that those kids are working harder harder than you, so you got to get on their level.
We got to get off our hip, we got to get that far leg away, work a wizard.
At this weekend state tournament, the Indians know every wrestler matters if they want to end the weekend with a trophy on top of the podium.
You can have 3 champions, but if there's no one on backside scoring points, you're kind of out of luck.
Win each period, wrestle each position, because anything can happen at the state tournament.
Our kids know that if they just wrestle to their high level that they've done, we'll be okay.
Let's go, guys. Try on 3. 1, 2, 3. Try!
It's a good feeling, but I want it one more time.